I met him in the sauna at the YMCA. And I was just like talking about music, whatever, like making small talk. And we had a lot of similar interests. And then I saw him again a few weeks later after talking to some other friends about playing Dungeons and Dragons. And I was just like, hey, man, like, you want to come over and just run this game? I've never played before, but I wanted to do it. And you need a pretty sizable group to do it. And he came over, he brought Sasha. And that's how our friendship started. And then over the time, across like her ability to sing, I was playing guitar, Gino played. We were just kind of messing around. And eventually I had a song written and I was just like, what if we just did this and like just tried it? And it was just kind of
I think I remember.
Very easy for
I remember specifically when the light bulb clicked because we were playing. We've known for each other for what 2 years now or 2. Yeah. Cool. So Gino. So I'm the singer in the band. Gino's the what is it called? Is he the lead guitar? He's rhythm guitar. Cool. So Gino and I, that's my boyfriend. So when he said that he's gonna have like a D&D session for the first time, I'm like, yes, let's do it. And if you guys don't know, Dungeons and Dragons is a fun game. I first just heard it from Stranger Things, and I was really intrigued. So it was really cool, very magical. That's where our song, the name, a lot of our songs in our title, like our band name, is called Spellslinger. So a lot of like magical, like game content from it. But I remember we had, I think it was New Year's Eve, the New Year's Eve, they went over to our place. Cool. And we had like a karaoke session and we all just started jamming and like singing. And then I think he was like, why aren't we a band?
Yeah.
And then that's where everything kind of like unfolded. And like, it was just like, I think the best way to say it is happened unexpectedly for the best. Yeah.
That's really great. And you guys were friends beforehand, so there's no like awkward meeting or anything.
The other people in our band, let's say James, he's the bassist. That's a friend of Gino from school.
Okay.
So we got that, we got him from Gino. But Brandon, the guitar, I like to joke around that we got him from Facebook Market.
Yeah, we got, he plays drums, not guitar.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Brandon drums.
He'll have a connection if we mislabel him.
Oh yeah, Brandon, you play drums.
We need a drummer now. I was just on this Facebook group just because starting a band it's hard, and we didn't even have a bassist at the time. And I just hit him up. I was like, "Yo, I'm like, you want to come over and play drums?" And he showed up, and it was an immediate vibe, and we liked. Same thing. He was like a D&D fan, and it was just weird, like across all different people, just different, like same interests. And you mentioned like that being friends helps a lot because it is like we're doing band stuff and it is very taxing sometimes, but we're also doing it with friends, so it's a good quality time spent regardless. You know?
Yeah, absolutely. So your rehearsals, I'm sure, are just kind of fun hangout sessions too. Yeah. That makes it really easy, and like it seems like you guys get along, like have a good bond. As a band. So like I was gonna mention actually because of like your theming, it's very like magic based, and I love like especially the wizard image like on the first cover art. Like that's amazing. So it kind of all came from your love of Dungeons and Dragons together. That's really really cool. And like your yeah, so because I was gonna go into that first piece of album art, that's kind of like a really good appropriate image for I think like your theming and everything. So like, who's the mastermind behind like the promo graphics, the album art? Who like do you guys kind of figure that out together?
For the most part, a lot of the arts and stuff is on James.
Yeah, nice. James does. He's very artistic. Yeah. He designed our current EP. Cover art of Beyond Realms with the hands reaching out across different portals is kind of like the idea of it. He created our shirts that we have and, stickers, posters, anything. Yeah. He's just always drawing. So
he's always doing something. Like he's a DIY master. Like when our practices are in his basement.
Nice.
So anytime we go into the basement, that's literally our like practice dungeon. But basically he has like he hosts his own game nights and stuff, and I don't know if you guys ever gone to a game shop, but there's a lot of like is it called dioramas, like a lot of figurines and stuff. Cool. And he makes all of that, so literally a lot of the credits goes to him when it comes to the arts and stuff.
Cool. That's awesome. Like you kind of have somebody to do the, as you said, like the merch designs and everything for you too, so there's no like separate like you're not like having someone else like choose your branding for you. You kind of get to decide that for yourself.
Yeah, the free flow of it. Yeah. I think that's what makes it really, really flow with all of us because we get to put in a little bit of like everybody's talent.
Yeah, and everyone kind of has like it's like perfect meshing of teamwork.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that when like a band can just kind of be independent and on their own. That's the best part.
Independency.
Love that. So if you guys had to like pick like the best thing about being a more independent band, what is the best part of that freedom?
For me, it's just to kind of mold whatever we want, how we want it, and do whatever we want. There's like costs and like with everything, and you know, money is a factor for anything you do in life, but it's nice to feel that like whatever we're spending our money on, it's ours, 100% ours, and it can be whatever we want it to be.
Absolutely.
So that's cool.
Yeah. I think it's just, I don't like people telling me what to do.
Yeah.
That's so yeah.
But on the real note, it's true. Like, because sometimes it can be so much pressure once the number games goes in. That's why I like heavy respect. Like a lot of I'd say like the management that goes around. I don't even want to say management, but like the people that in the band that really takes care of us, like as a whole, is like is Jesse and Gino. They really come in together. Like we like our own LLC, maybe.
Nice.
But yeah, it's really good, and we accommodate with everybody because everyone has a different lifestyle. You know,
Right.
Everybody has their own thing going on, so we try to make it accommodating and help each other out. And I think that's what makes us like stay together. Because you know how many times you start a band and it just doesn't like work out that much because nobody really understands like the dynamic of like everybody. So yeah, I think that's important what we got going on.
Yeah, understanding that everyone has their own schedule and lifestyle, and that you can just be as accommodating as possible, as you said, so that everyone can meet, especially there being 6 of you.
Yeah.
You know, like I'm sure your schedules, it could be maybe a little difficult or conflicting sometimes to like rehearse or, you know, get a show scheduled. And then going into like your actual like music yourself, the first single that you guys released was The Chase, which fantastic song. Love it, by the way. So I was wondering who's the mastermind behind the writing process, and who, if you had to say anything to maybe the people or person that you write songs about, what would you say to them?
Yeah, I've been writing songs since I was in high school.
Great.
And I think over time is definitely something. It's like a muscle that you work at, and it gets better and better as you go. The Chase still is probably my favorite song on the whole EP. That was my first song that I had together that I ever finished, and I sat on that song for a couple years, and I was just like, I would love to just get this out. And pressing the button to release it was awesome.
Nice.
The whole EP does have like kind of a thematic concept of like personal relationships and emotions, and like the chasing of things that maybe you shouldn't be, and but you want to do anyways because you just kind of like it. And I think everyone has a little bit of that in them. But you know, I try to write from the perspective of myself and others that I observe in my life, and you know, I think again, like it's something that I think people can relate to, but not in a like weird radio kind of vague way. Like I wanted it to be something that was a little bit more like hitting the nail on the head. And I think the message of wanting something that you shouldn't, but you kind of want it anyways for your own personal interest could be applied to a lot of things in life.
Yeah.
And I was kind of going for that.
Yeah, it's true. Like a lot of the originals that songs that were made were from Jesse, and it's very poetic, and like it's not just like, you know, hey, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and here you go. Like there's a lot of different like concepts that can go on. And then the other song that just got released, from the Beyond Realms, it just got released. But it's called Just So You Know, and that's that one my boyfriend wrote. And for that, he can talk more about it. But in his like whole thing, it's like it could relate. It's not just like a personal, like let's say relationship. It could be your friends or family or whoever it is. Like it's just really nice to just. That's what I like when I listen to songs without knowing what the artist is like talking about, like what they mean by it. You already feel something. You already feel like a connection to your own personal experience. And I think that's what we're trying to gravitate towards. It's like we'll put it out, you make it your own of how you feel about it. And I think that's awesome.
Yeah, that's great because like people can take their own life experience and apply it to the lyrics and everything. And Just So You Know, by the way, is like my favorite track off of your EP. That's the last track, right?
Heck yeah.
It is the last track, yeah. We're kind of at a standstill between that and Sync. They're at our top right now on our Spotify. And they were going back and forth for a bit, but I think
it's a banger.
People really like
that
Just
was
So You
fun.
Know,
Yeah. For the most part, I love singing both Just So You Know and Sync out of all because it's just so... It's more heavier for us, and it's like more at your face, and like performing it live is just really good energy.
Yeah, that's interesting. You brought up those two songs because I had in my next question, Sync and Just So You Know, being.
I read your stuff. I'm kidding.
Because you guys kind of have a really good mix of like the melodic vocals with some of the heavier riffs sometimes, especially in songs like Sync. So I was wondering, like, do you have any personal like sonic inspirations that you use and apply when you're writing your own music?
I love the Wonder Years, and I say this in every interview or podcast or anybody that I talk to about it. The lead singer is Dan Campbell, and he has a bunch of different side projects, and he is probably what I would believe to be the greatest lyricist and writer of, I mean, if you want to say like pop punk and kind of like that Warped Tour era of music, I think he is the best in that genre. I think he personally is the best across almost any genre. But I've listened to him talk, and it's always the description of words, the picture that you try to paint, and then on top of that, I take a lot of inspiration from their music as well, like instrumental-wise. I'm also a huge fan of Phoebe Bridgers in the 1975, which has a little bit more of like that pop in it that makes you kind of like want to move, and then just kind of merge those two together. So like cool slides, pull-offs. When I'm working with Gino with his riffs, trying to find something that's ear-catching and that kind of conflicts with the vocals in terms of melody, but still works its way into each other. And it's a lot of trial and error. But once you like finally get something to click and you just like hear it, you kind of everyone's like eyebrows raise, and you're like, oh, like that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's magic. Seriously, that's like the closest you can get, and that's perfect for your theme. Too. So what was like, because sometimes it can take a while to click when you're working with each other and, finding something that works with the vocal melodies and the, instrumentals. What was the longest process? What was the song that took the longest to write?
The longest song for us to write.
I think in my experience, I think it might have been Just So You Know, not the writing aspect, but like to try to get, because I think it's one of our longest songs.
Yeah.
Right?
I think Wishing Wells is our longest song.
Oh, okay. But like there's a lot of like things going, there's a lot of flow, different kinds of flow going into there. So that took I think when we were trying to go in the studio for it, it took the longest because people were like, it was just like a free balling.
Yeah.
Like he had this idea and we just all like free balled it.
Nice.
And so like for me, like I had to like my vocals and stuff, I tend to like what I was used to in the past was more like kind of like R&B kind of style. And I did like I rock wise, I really like Flyleaf and like Paramore and all that stuff. So I really like that stuff. So trying to like morph my tone of my tone into the songs and like really capturing it. I have to sit like our producer. He's able to understand because he's from the Maguas, by the way. That's Jenks. He's really awesome, but he understands about like the vocal tones and stuff, and it just clicks, and I'm able to just capture it. And sometimes like people are in the band, I was like, wait, did you like already practice that? I was like, no, I literally had to just sit and just like meditate on this lyric and then just put it out. Yeah. So it was really cool. Like everybody, like Gino always have different riffs. What is it called? Brandon is he's a veteran. He can just do it like in 2 seconds, and there you go. And James, it's just pure like magic. Like when we put it all together. But yeah, it took a while, but like it's like enjoyable. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like yeah.
Absolutely. When there's something you love to do, and especially when something like a song like Just So You Know like comes out of that process, it's so worth it.
Yeah.
Have you guys found that you apply the same thing to like live performances, kind of just like the chill, free flow, or do you guys like have a really strict like rehearsal schedule?
That's a good question.
It's a little bit of both. So the cool thing, if you see us play live, which we're playing at the open mic V-Spot tonight. This will probably be out after that, but we also have some shows coming up, but I'll plug them at the end.
For sure.
When we play, we cover I Wanna Be Yours by the Arctic Monkeys.
Oh, yeah. I love that
And
one.
we kind of...
And Black Sheep. Oh
we cover Black Sheep, but the Arctic Monkeys is fun because we take this very like indie rock song and make it a little more aggressive, but still keep it chill and throw like a little bit of like a psychedelic feel into it. But Gino plays that song different every time we play it live because he never plays it the same way. He just plays the scales, and whatever he feels like doing that time is what he does.
And it works.
So it's cool because like if you see us one time and you like that, and then you see us another time, like it's not going to be the same.
Yeah, every show is different, and that's the.
But the rehearsal going up to that, we are pretty on top of trying to make sure that we're very tight, because I feel like we have some pretty complex songs for being a band only about like a year now, and. You know, it takes a lot of practice, and we run these songs over and over and over again to make sure that we're tight, and things always happen on stage no matter what. Like we can practice it 100 times, and we still might mess up a tad bit.
We would think that we would get in the beginning stages, like we would get kind of nervous because everything's kind of new and stuff. People have different experience with their history with music, but like let's say so this recent week I just got back from like a 2 weeks vacation, and that's like the longest we haven't had a practice in a while because we're always on top of like 1 to 2 every week. And coming back and we were playing Just So You Know for the first time since then, we were like, dang, we slap. And it's just like it's just awesome. And like once we get to the actual stage and stuff, it's like a light just switches, and it's just an amazing flow. Like the crowd is like the crowd. You can just tell with the crowd and the energy engagement. It's natural. I think that's the best way to say it. It's just natural.
Yeah, that's awesome, and it's great that you were able to go away for that long, and then you kind of snap right back into it.
I forgot we were a band, guys.
So is that kind of like your favorite part of playing live? Is the crowd interaction and the?
Oh, for sure. And we've played some shows, like we did an open mic at Union Craft House this past Thursday. It was just me and Sasha because the band couldn't make it.
Do like acoustic sets.
We did a little acoustic thing, and there wasn't a lot of people there, but we see like even if we don't have the crowd that we want there to be, and of course everybody wants like a sold out crowd and like the most people watching them and recording, it's good experience because it also shapes us as performers. So
opportunities, networking, you never know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how many people are there. Like we gotta do it the way we want it to be done and practice that. That way, when we do it more and those crowds grow, we also grow, and we're doing better every time.
Right. Whether it's a crowd of 6 people or 600 people.
Doesn't matter.
You know, exactly. You want to have the same amount of practice and experience by putting your all into that.
Right.
And I love that, like, as a local band, you guys are so, like, not serious, because you guys seem to be, like, really, like, having fun with your music, but you guys are, like, on top of things, and you guys just want to be, you know, you're serious about your music and your craft. So I really, really respect that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. It's awesome to see bands that are even like just starting. You guys are only about a year old, you said.
Yeah.
But that's when you released your first single. So speaking of kind of like local music and local bands and stuff, is there a band that you'd want to play with live, or a band that is like your favorite band to play with live at a live show, like at Union Vapors or at the gigs you've played in the past?
Shout out to Union Vapors. They have probably one of the best setups right now for live local bands.
Bands and talent, like
they're open mics on Mondays too. So they're really pushing for the local scene, which is great. And you know, again, they're taking their time to do that for us. So we are grateful for that. We do have a show with them there on August 16th with No Takebacks, from which you guys just talked to recently.
I did, yeah.
I'm a huge fan of them.
They're really great.
Cool guys.
Nice.
We're playing with them. We're playing with Delaware Ave, that same show, and Into Sunday, which I think are from Wilkes-Barre. So that's a very local show. And then Gus the Savage has a band called Broken Alibi, which we're trying to plan a show with them too in September. So
yeah. As for who we would want to play with, what's their name? Title Fight.
Oh, R.I.P.
Please.
Modern baseball.
Yeah, that's him. That's all.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, absolutely. I had I was talking to No Take Backs last time, and we were talking about like who you'd want to play with, and we were kind of on at the time there was that All American Rejects set going around.
Nice. Oh my god, that's the vibe. Oh my god.
They were just like
Come to my backyard.
Yeah, literally they were just having like people like leak addresses of shows from random college parties.
That's fun though. That's so fun.
Who knows, maybe, you know.
Hit us up.
Yeah.
So like we're not gonna say no. Absolutely. Yeah. So when you play live and you were talking about how nothing is the same every single time, especially with you said your cover of the Arctic Monkeys, do you guys apply that to like your own songs? What's your favorite song to play live?
I like them all for different reasons. The Chase is my favorite to play live because that's just my favorite song, and I think I have like the most like
time on it.
It's just like the closest one to me. Wishing Wells is fun because I think everyone really likes the bridge of that song. Just So You Know is just like a throwdown song where everyone can kind of just jam. Everything's different. And Sing's our new one, which I think is also a really good, fun song to play live. But I think everyone really likes covering Black Sheep as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say my favorite, personally, for me to sing, like on a stage wise, because of just the energy, is Black Sheep. Because like it's a lot of like I do some like what do you call it, stage work, or just like try to get people involved. I think that's what makes it really good, is when you involve the crowd and it's like some sort of like an amazing interaction. Also, we have like sometimes in our show we have a wizard that comes.
Awesome. Shout out Danny the Wizard.
Danny the Wizard. He's all set up. He's always wearing his wizard costume, and he'll interact with the crowd, and we'll shout him out. And he'll sometimes, I think last time at the V Spot open mic, he made people do like riddles or try to do like side quests. And it's so, and like I think one of them ended up coming up to me. It was like, hey, the wizard told me that I gotta boop you. I'm like, what do you mean? What? like what is it? My nose. I'm like, tell the wizard he's fired.
No, seriously.
But it's fun. We like that kind of stuff because we know what his interaction is always gonna get people going. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds hilarious. He should be like your guard for like the show. He's like letting people in as
no,
people file in.
Seriously. Like,
that would be hilarious.
He needs what is it? People can pass by. If you can't pay, pass the riddle.
Exactly. Answer his riddles 3 before getting into a Spellslinger show. Yes. I love like talking about like live music. I love talking about your music. But I'm also really excited for you guys to do your little acoustic song or set that you guys have planned. So what are you guys going to play for us?
We have we're going to do an acoustic set of Just So You Know.
Awesome.
We didn't get that played at our last open mic, but we practiced it, and we were like, oh, I don't know if this is going to sound good because it's so heavy. And we played around with it a little bit, and we actually like kind of dialed it in pretty well. Cool. We might do another one or two, but I want to definitely run that on here. I think that'd be cool. Yeah.
Just So You Know, and if maybe another one, like Sync was pretty good too. But yeah, I think, we're excited. It's our little acoustic side.
Side quest.
Absolutely love that. So without further ado, here is Spellslinger with their little acoustic set.
This is Just So You Know off our new EP, Beyond Realms, acoustic version.
Acoustic.
Right. Two, three, four.
You know I've had enough, and I think you've given up. Same problems, same old regrets. This time I'll save my breath. So then you try to roll me back in, bringing up the past and what has been, always bottled up inside. Just so you know, I hate what we become. Everything in me feels numb, so I have to say that we're done, that we're done.
2, 3, 4.
And you know that everything you said to me couldn't even make it past the skin. And the stupid game you play, doing what it takes to win. And now I've had enough, made it through the day, suffered all your love. it's over now, because just so you know, I hate what we become. Everything in me feels numb, so I have to say that we're done. That we're done. That we're done. That we're done. I hate what we become. Just so you know.
Just so you know, that's out everywhere on platforms. You should listen to it.
All platforms, Beyond Realms, baby.
And buy our merch too, because that helps.
That'd be cool, because we're starving.
Yeah. All right. We're going to do one more. This is Sync. This is our other one.
Oh, yeah. Really good.
We were chatting that we should have probably released these as the singles because people seem to like them the most, but, you know.
It happens.
Yeah.
We're new, you know. We're just a new band.
All right.
Oh, right. Go ahead.
This is Sync.
The mornings outside are dark again, and I gotta admit it makes me feel human, just a little bit. Maybe it's just me, and how I just wanna sleep away my late 20s and blame it all on the world. Well, maybe it's just me, 'cause I've been feeling like shit since 23. Rough soul into the wound, it's still a feeling that I wanna preserve. So I'll run till my feet bleed, though time will always catch up to me. But you don't see, I'm sinking into the concrete. Each step is slowing, I'm sinking deeper and deeper. And I don't need a reason to stop believing that at any point in my life that it'll get easier. Will it get easier? So I'll sit on my back porch and wonder when the stars will fall, when every option feels like a trap door as the desperate winter calls. At least I'm breathing while some of us won't survive. At least I'm finding a reason to put down my own disguise. But you don't see, I'm sinking into the concrete. Each step is slowing, I'm sinking deeper and deeper. And I don't need a reason to stop believing that at any point in my goddamn life that it'll get easier. Will it get easier? I wanna know how much lower can we really go? I wanna know if I drown my dreams, can I watch the overflow? I wanna know, will it straighten out? Will I kick this vertigo? I wanna know if you can find me in the white false indigo. But you don't see, but you don't see me. Woo! But you don't see, I'm sinking into the concrete. Each step is slowing, I'm sinking deeper and deeper. And I don't need a reason to stop believing that at any point
sync. Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you.
So that was absolutely incredible. That was just so you know in sync. It's awesome to have you guys play.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm like, it's
fun.
So glad that you guys were able to come in and do this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that, you know, getting an opportunity to play like a set like this is, you know, especially if it's going to air on 91.7.
91.7. Get it right here. Authentic radio.
Absolutely. Yeah. And so what would you say to like other people who are trying to start, whether it's like music related projects or their own band, to kind of keep them encouraged, especially in a scene like this?
It is, do not underestimate the amount of work that you have to put into it. But it's rewarding work, and it's you, and it's your art. And as long as you're not letting yourself get pushed around by people or put yourself in a box, you know, it's gonna suck some days, and you're not gonna want to do it. But just remember, like, this is for you, and it's like your stuff.
Yeah, and whatever criticism that may come its way, literally just block it, because you're having fun. The people that are gonna vibe with it, like, don't hop into like what's the next big thing. Be authentic. Just do what you love, and you know that it sounds great. You're gonna attract like the people that actually are here for your type of like music, you know. And like just have fun with it. If there's like any kind of like harsh, like what is it? Have fun with it. Like play with them, you know. Like, play with them. Wait, cut that. But like, let's say like recently we posted a funny meme one where it was like his girlfriend Sam. Shouts out Sam. She does a lot of filming and capturing us. Yeah, the media. So shouts out. But like it was one of the practice, and she was just kind of like sneaking, like recording, and Jesse edited it saying that what was the comment?
It was like my Tinder date brought me to his band's basement for practice. How do I tell him it's bad?
Yeah.
And
you want to rage bait. You want to grab. You know.
It was like funny. I've seen them, and I was like, yeah, let's put it up.
Yeah.
And people like people will throw up some mean comments, but
it's so it's just so entertaining. You kind of, it's like that was, I think that was our first kind of rage bait kind of meme, because usually it's other stuff. But when I was going through the comments, there was some of them saying about like everything was great, but but get a new singer. And then what is it? It was just, he commented back, like, it's okay, she's gonna start her dance career. And I'm on another account and I'm commenting back. I was like, you know, I think she would be good for hibachi. I agree.
Oh my god!
But you just gotta have fun with it. Like literally, if you keep taking in those criticism and let it take over, you're never gonna grow. You're never gonna see your full potential. So I think that's why I like being in the people that I'm with in this band, because they're always so encouraging. And no matter what kind of like obstacle that comes our way, we're able to adapt, and we're able to literally make something new of it and turn it into, again, magic. It's like, how many times have I said magic?
We need a tally.
We need a tally counter.
Anyways, literally be yourself and don't be afraid. Like, I think the people that made it out the best are the people who just sent it. Don't even think, just do it.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
The one Sasha said too is like the responses you're gonna get, and any art is subjective. So if people don't like your stuff, that's, you know, I'm sure you don't like stuff either that other people do.
Yeah.
And
life
that's
goes
all right,
on.
you know? Just, you know, taking the feedback that you think is valuable, and anything that isn't constructive, just brush it off.
And remember, when that happens, when you feel like, and we're all humans, we can only block off so much like negativity, but like, I think the best advice to do is like, take a deep breath, look back at all the amazing performances and the feedback that you did get. And remember that feeling, encapsulate that feeling. And now you can look at that, like whatever negativity, criticism, and just say thank you and just go on your way. And literally I think that's the best way to grow. Yeah. As a musician, any talent. Yeah. So keep it up. And then you'll be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, at a college startup project.
Yes,
so,
yes,
making big moves.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but that's the best way too. Like what you said, just, you know, anything that isn't constructive, you know, you can tell them to get a job, get a hobby, because
touch grass.
People are gonna say what they want to say, but that shouldn't stop you from doing and just being you.
Yeah, have fun. Life's too many crazy things going on. Just have fun.
And if there's any small people out there that are looking to do any kind of stuff, reach out to us because we're like big supporters. We did an open mic at the Sherman Theater, and a group of high school kids from Stroudsburg were playing their set.
They rocked.
And they didn't say a single thing the entire time. They just jammed.
They were just jammed.
But they were so funny, and they were so kind of like weird. And I think the only thing they said was, "My English teacher's out in the crowd right now." And I was like, "You guys rock!" Like,
seriously.
And it, you don't have to be all bells and whistles and try to do the biggest, craziest thing. Just be authentic. And if it's a hard thing to like try to push yourself into, especially if you're introverted.
Yeah, have a different personas. That's what I like when I go on stage. Like when they first met, I was like, "Are you sure you're gonna be able to do this, this, this?" And then the first show happens, and I'm like,
"Ooh, Sasha,
I'm
holy
snap!"
crap.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's just hone and like find a different alter ego, let's say, and it's just fun. It's just playing dress up,
Yeah. Does having that alter ego kind of help you deal with like the stage fright that comes before a show too?
Yeah, and a couple of tequila, and then we're good.
There you go.
Okay. But yeah, it's just good because like once you're on there, I think there's no feeling like being on the stage. It's just like even like my Gino's like dad used to play bands when he was younger, and he was saying the exact thing. Like even though they didn't last that long, like just that feeling is amazing. So it's just like just really catching that feeling and whatever atmosphere. Yeah.
Don't do it for the numbers. Do it for the love of it.
Put that on a shirt.
That's so real and that's so true. I'm so psyched that you guys were able to come on and have such like I love that you guys have such a like diverse sound, but everything is so cohesive as like an EP with the Beyond Realms EP. Cool. I love that like kind of the different sounds all come through very cohesively. Yeah. So if you had to describe Spellslinger's sound in like one word or phrase, what would you
go ahead
say?
Experimental alternative.
Oh yeah.
I think would be pretty solid.
Yeah, because also we're gonna work on more music now in the summer, and I have some now I'm gonna put in some of the stuff that I like what I've been writing.
Cool.
So there's a little bit of different like hodge of genre. So I think the experimental is very, very good because we have like let's say for instance one of our friend the bassist James, he really likes King Gizzard. So you like King Gizzard. Yeah, so that's what we mean by like a lot of like experimenting and just like the
weird stuff.
Yeah,
I like
that's what I'm saying. But stay tuned.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for coming on.
Thank you for having us. This is awesome.
I'm so glad that like you guys were able to come in and do this, especially with the little like tech issues I had in the beginning. So
don't worry about it.
You guys were awesome.
I slept in this morning, so
awesome.
We're good.
Same.
We're good.
Same. So if there's anything else that you guys want to promote or say before we wrap it up,
August 16th, Union Vapors for sure come out. October 24th, Union Vapors as well. I'm working on a show at NAYOG at Melody Park. It's going to be an outdoor show with some local bands, so that'll be cool. Get ready for something really big and cool, though. That's going to be huge for the local community because, we're trying to give back. But follow us. And like I said, small people out there that are looking to just shoot your shot and start playing, hit us up. Maybe we can do some kind of show together because we love promoting.
Yes.
So.
Thank you guys.
Thank you.
And thank you guys for watching episode 5 with Spellslinger. I'll see you.
Yeah.
See y'all.
Thank you. Bye.